My husband's daughter was supposed to get dropped off at our house at 6 p.m., but I didn't hear any signs of them until 8 p.m. when my dog alerted me of their daughter in our pool, floating around unconscious, and somehow this is my fault. Saturday night I came back home at around 6 p.m. and my husband called me saying that he was supposed to pick up his daughter, 5, from her mom's and that he's stuck at work so her mom would drop her off at our place. I said okay and I was watching TV and expecting them to arrive soon. Around 8 p.m. my dog started barking and jumping at the window, and when I went to see what's going on I noticed the pool water was wavy. I went outside and saw the little girl in the water and she was unconscious. I pulled her out and she wasn't breathing. I called the ambulance while trying to revive her. The ambulance arrived within 10 minutes and I genuinely thought she drowned, but thankfully they managed to save her. She is completely okay now. The thing is, I had no idea that her mom had already dropped her off. She didn't knock or anything, so she probably just left her in front of the house. Her mom also came when she found out and she was trying to blame me, telling me I tried to red room her daughter. I already told my husband that they didn't knock or enter the house and I had no idea the girl was even there. Everything became even more messy. Basically the woman kept on yelling at me, telling me how she's going to fight me and things like how she's going to hold me underwater, so I see how that feels. First of all, if it wasn't for my dog barking at the window I would have no idea the girl was in the pool and she would drown, because I had no fudging idea that the moron dropped her off in front of the house without even knocking or anything. I said this and she spit at me. The police ended up holding her back and then my husband came back too, and it was just so bad. After this I got calls from her parents and they also tried to threaten me on phone, but I just shut them down. A couple other people who she said her version of this to called me, and yeah, same thing. I know, or at least feel like it's not my fault, but I want to clarify more. I forgot to say that I do have a fence around the house, in the backyard, and it's usually locked, but that day it wasn't, which I know is my fault. Also, as I said, this is my house. This was the first time the girl was here, so I have no idea why would her mom just drop her off in front of a house she's never been to, and no idea why did the girl go for the pool when she couldn't have seen it from the street, why did she go to backyard? I'm not blaming her, I'm just explaining. Also, my country doesn't have a law for fence directly around the pool. There is usually a cover, but I wanted the water to get warmer. I don't live here, but I'm currently renovating. Commenter: who TF drops a kid at a house without a word? Commenter 2: I am so sorry you're going through this. It sounds like the mom knows she was wrong and needs a scapegoat. Who in their right mind would drop a child off, and even if they don't go in, at least make sure they get in safely? Update: I won't fully go into details, but my husband talked to his daughter. I still haven't spoken to her or seen her since, and he asked her what happened. So they arrived to the back of the house and not actually to the front because they thought that was the front, which is fine. Still, the mom did just drop her off and drove away thinking she's going to knock on the door and come inside. Thankfully, neighbor's camera actually caught one side of the car, and it very obviously shows that the car stopped for not more than 30 seconds, and since it caught the driver's side, it's visible that the driver, the mom, didn't exit the car and drove away. So the girl said that she was going to knock on the door, but she saw a frog in the grass by the pool and wanted to pick it and bring inside. Gate for the backyard was open and she went inside. Frog was running away from her and fell in the pool. She tried to reach for the frog and fell inside. Even though what happened was horrible, thankfully she is okay now and it didn't cause any serious damage. I already said in my previous post that the gate was unlocked, but, even worse, she walked in through other side, which was completely open. Thankfully the pool wasn't covered, because if she stepped on the cover it would literally trap her inside. I feel really bad for what happened, knowing that part of leaving the gate open was my fault, but at least the worst outcome didn't happen. I won't share any more about anything related to situation with mom and police. Commenter: wow, so she knows she was the one who almost her kid and she still had the nerve to blame you and spit on you. She abandoned a 5-year-old in front of a house neither had ever been to and just drove off. Commenter 1: that child should never have been dropped off without her mother making sure that she got safely inside your house. Please get locks and additional safety measures for your pool. And give yourself some grace.